Hi, I'm Raylene, and welcome to Khaleesi Clues. This video will be discussing the black goat seen in episodes 4 and 7 by Daemon inside of Harrenhal. I will be going over many different ideas of what this goat may symbolize and how it may even be a symbol or possibly a warning about the Weirwood tree. Back when episode 4 aired, I had written a script for a lengthy video, but I was never able to record it because I was out of town at the time. I'm going to pull the part regarding the goat into this video since it ties in with the latest sighting in episode 7. Picking up from episode 4, titled The Red Dragon and the Gold, the first sighting of this mysterious black goat comes to Daemon as he is following Simon Strong down a hallway. Daemon looks over to the right and sees a black goat standing in a vacant room. I think there is double symbolism with this clue. Vargo Hoat, also known as the Black Goat, and his future ties to Harrenhal in Game of Thrones, plus we have the Black Goat, which is a god that is worshipped in the free city of Cahor. Those have already been covered in other breakdown videos, but I would like to add to this list of possibilities. The fact that there are wood beams laid on the ground in a similar pattern to spokes of a wheel, the black goat being like a vacant spot, a missing or broken spoke on a wheel, which then is a symbol of Daenerys Targaryen's famous quote of, "I'm not going to stop the wheel, I'm going to break the wheel." Plus, it ties in the design stamped on the coin that Aemon found on the floor the night Prince Jaehaerys was slain. Seriously, this one simple image of a black goat can clue to so many things that tie into this story. It's just crazy. I looked up the definition for a goat and found these possibilities listed. Number 1, a lecherous man, which is a man having or showing excessive or offensive sexual desire, which sadly makes me think of Larys with his foot fetish desires. No offense to any foot lovers out there. Like they say, to each his own. Now, number 2, a goat is kept for its milk. Now that made me think of Aemon, who we saw not only being served a glass of milk, but most likely being breastfed at the brothel. Number 3, a scapegoat, which made me think of Daemon. Because if Daemon's actions and instructions of hiring blood and cheese to go after Aemon are being twisted and used as a cover for the work of somebody more sinister, like Larys, as I suspect, then Daemon can symbolically be seen as a goat or a scapegoat. Number 4, GOAT is an acronym for greatest of all time, referring to a person, especially a sports player, who is excellent or the best in their field. That again made me think of all three, Daemon, Aemon, and Larys, as being a symbolic goat for their families, and even the black color of the goat, like Brendan Tully calling himself the black fish, playing off the saying like the black sheep of a family. Now, number 5, the word wolf was listed for the words similar to goat, which tied in with the lecherous man reference earlier. That made me think of Larys, as I believe he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Plus, we have the vision that Jon gets while in Ghost as he sees Shaggy Dog fighting a one-horned goat. That particular goat, being one-horned, is a symbolic unicorn, and I think a great other symbol. Which reminds me, did anyone else notice that Sir Criston Cole's horse's head adornment is a spike or a horn? Like, his horse is a symbolic unicorn, which, like I said, I think is a great other symbol and reference. But getting back to the goat, I could probably find even more clues with a definition for a goat, but I need to move on. Keep in mind that we also have the obvious symbolism of the goat as being a representative for the Prince of Darkness, a satanic type figure and black magic, so that definitely ties in with the Great Other. The wheel, on the other hand, is a sun symbol, like a star sign, a symbol of light, life, and fire, and so that can be tied in with representing R'hllor, the Lord of Light. The image of the goat, surrounded by what looks like a broken wheel, can also clue to the battle between these two gods. Moving on to some of the information listed on the Wiki of Ice and Fire site for the black goat, the main god worshipped in Qohor. Number 1, the black goat demands daily blood sacrifices, and it is reported that followers of R'hllor have tried to burn the black goat in Qohor. It also mentions that in A Feast for Crows, Arya arrives at the House of Black and White and sees a large statue of a shaggy black goat. Now, those descriptions reminded me of the actual Weirwood tree, so I started wondering if by any chance the black goat could be a symbol of the Weirwood tree, and I think I may have found a way to link these two together. George R.R. Martin is a known fan of another author that I am completely unfamiliar with, and that is H.P. Lovecraft. Apparently, this author has created a deity called Shub-Niggurath. This deity is often associated with the phrase, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. The picture that was shown portraying this deity is strange to say the least. Like a mound of tentacle-type arms, and in the center it looked like multiple eyes and mouths with sharp teeth. I believe it said that it stood on the legs of a black goat, although that did not appear in the image. When I looked at the image, the first thing I thought of was how it reminded me of the Weirwood tree roots. Seeing this image, along with the fact that it is also called the black goat, plus in addition, George R.R. Martin in his story has the black goat as a deity that requires blood sacrifices, along with the followers of R'hllor being known to want to burn the black goat, and we also know that Melisandre always wants to burn the Weirwood trees. I find it really possible, then, that the black goat shown in Daemon's vision may very well also symbolize the actual Weirwood tree. Not to mention that Daemon's bed that he is sleeping on is said to be made from the Weirwood tree. Roots are poking through the walls and floors at Harrenhal, and they happen to be sitting right across from the God's Eye, which has a grove of Weirwood trees growing on it. At this point, I am also wondering if Daemon is actually experiencing two types of dreams. The fact that he is having nightmares while he is sleeping in the Weirwood bed, I would consider those as Weirwood dreams. And the fact that he is also having visions while he is awake, which is distorting his mind, leaving us to decipher if he is in a dream state or if he is in the real life world, makes me wonder if he is receiving dragon dreams. Kind of like what Helena may experience all the time. If he is experiencing both types of dreams, that could be like the two gods literally fighting over him, one trying to break him, one trying to warn and protect or guide him. Now, the second sighting of the black goat comes in episode 7, titled The Red Sowing. Daemon has just left the meeting with the rivermen. Walking slowly down the dark walkway, the black goat is standing in a beam of light, but is almost like an eclipse, as it looks like a black hole in the center blocking out the light. It reminded me of the aerial shot we get of the candles lit by the worshippers from the Sept scenes. Or, if you want to go back further, you can think of the funeral pyre Daenerys made for Khal Drogo. Very similar, a weirwood tree blocks sunlight from above and provides shade below its leaves. When I think about it, if the broken boards that surround the goat in the first vision was supposed to symbolize the sun, then the beam of light shown in the background of the second vision could again be a sun reference. It again can be symbolic of the two gods warring, the sun or light symbol representing R'hllor, and the goat or black color representing the great other. It also seems in this scene as if Daemon is at a fork in the road. To the left is the black goat and whatever road this image is supposed to represent, and then the path to the right, which leads him to the vision of King Viserys. This being a vision while he is awake. Again, I wonder if this is considered a dragon dream. Something has woke Daemon's gifts for the ability to receive dragon dreams. I keep going back to the cave fight with Kragas because there was so much symbolism in that episode to Bran Stark reaching the three-eyed raven cave. Like I covered in my previous video titled Daemon the Dragon Seer, Vermithor gave Daemon what I believe is a vision of Alicent holding baby Helaena. I fully expected this season to have more of these type of images, or at least some type of recognition or realization of this gift by him. So far, there has been nothing other than these crazy dreams. But maybe, as I said, the dreams while he is apparently awake maybe can be attributed to him being a true dragon dreamer like Helaena. Maybe the tests that he is struggling through at Harrenhal is teaching him also how to understand this gift and also how to be strong enough to let them not break him and end up driving him completely mad. Hopefully this is the last vision of King Viserys, and this is Daemon's last test, and we'll be finding him back on track to his true destiny. Special note here, I had listened to a video by Heidi from Costume Co., and she had pointed out that Daemon's clothing has changed from being the colors of black and red to now only being made in black. I think this is an excellent clue, and it ties Daemon in with Jon Snow and their role in the real war that is coming. The all-black clothing reminded me of the Night's Watch colors, but even more specifically to Jon Snow. Two very well-known quotes for Jon are, "Black, it was always my color," and "You know nothing." Plus, we have to remember when Jon woke from his death, Melisandre asking, "What did you see?" And he replied, "Nothing." Think about it. When you close your eyes, what do you see? Nothing except black or darkness. All of these things that I have mentioned, the color black and the word nothing, is symbolism for the great other. This is what Jon's true destiny is, the prince that was promised to fight against the true threat that is coming, the great other, the war with the great other. "You know nothing, Jon Snow," is not an insult. It is his destiny. He whose name shall not be spoken is symbolically the nothing that Jon sees. The same can be said of Daemon wearing all black now. I think it's a good sign that he is on the right path. He is on his way to fight for the living and prepare for what lies ahead when the real war comes. That pretty much covers everything I can think of for now for the black goat symbolism. There is more that I still want to talk about from episode 7 that I will have to cover in another video. If you would like to show support for my channel, you can like, subscribe, share this video, or leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and enjoy the final episode for Season 2 tonight.